When I was first writing Breach of Contract, and for that matter, the script before it, the story of Mirror's Edge hadn't been finished. The game had come out, and it ended on a cliffhanger at the top of the shard, and nobody really knew what happened after that. So when I was writing it, I had to be very cautious. I had to make sure that whatever I was writing wouldn't be interfered with by whatever came out next. Now here we are, and there's a reboot that came out, that is coming out, and all of a sudden I don't have to worry about that anymore. I don't have to worry about my fan work being contradicted by the official word, because they're leaving that story behind to do a new story with the same characters, same setting. So it's kind of liberating, but at the same time I'm glad that I had that limitation. It made me avoid acting as though I was there the whole time. I've seen fan films for Star Wars where they're like, "Oh yeah, I was there. I was totally there. I was like 2 steps off screen. I was there." And I wanted to avoid that. The concept of drivers is one that I made up more or less wholesale because I need an excuse for my car to be in the movie. And runners don't really drive. You know, there's no place for a car in the city. But outside of the city, in the suburbs, I mean, suburbs aren't really a science fiction idea, really. I mean, you think suburban, you're still thinking, 50s and 60s America, 2 cars in every garage, and so on and so forth. But it made it a good place to have a car, to be able to be out in the open like that. I kind of feel like the suburbs of the city are like Old Town, as opposed to New City. It's more run down, it's got more character than the glass towers and everything that are seen in the game itself. So a driver is someone who's a runner, but is also skilled at using vehicles to continue the job. A runner is supposed to ferry information and stuff between places who don't want others catching wind of it. And there's certainly a niche for that in kind of a delivery service. So it's just taking that one step farther and making it car-based. Now, if I had unlimited resources on this movie, if I could, from the ground up, say, alright, here's what I need, and now I'm going to go out and get it, then we'd be looking at more of a Jeep, like an off-road vehicle, rather than my Saturn. Cool. But you use what you've got, and of course, again, in this case, what I've got inspired the story. So maybe in the future I'll have something more with that, and it'll be off-road and, really what a runner would really do with a motor vehicle. So between how I try to almost sort of kind of not really interact with the old Mirror's Edge continuity, and in the whole new concept of drivers, I'm kind of making my own little side continuity here. And I think that people are going to be on board with it right as it starts out, and hopefully people will enjoy kind of my headcanon for what can be out there, the Fanon, if you will. God, that was so fake.